everyone. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. So, teachers or leaders, it's always hard to give constructive feedback to our students or people, especially when they're going to perceive us. But before we proceed to our main discussion, let's have first our learning objectives for us to be guided throughout our discussion.
Lesson objectives. At the end of the discussion, the learners are able to do the following with at least 75% proficiency level. Identify the purpose of written and oral feedback. Differentiate the two strategies using Venn diagram. Make a plan on how to apply their own strategies in constructive feedback as a future educator.
Constructive feedback is specific, actionable advice intended to help the students to improve focusing on their performance and behavior to foster growth and a positive outcome. The goal of constructive feedback is to guide someone toward a better result or enhance their skills, not to criticize their personal character. Since you already have the idea of what is constructive feedback, now let's dig deeper. What is written feedback? Written feedback provides a permanent record for students to refer to, offers clarity and a chance for thoughtful revision. Unlike verbal comments that can be forgotten or misheard, written feedback stays with the student. They can revisit it anytime during revision, exam preparation, or even future assignments to reinforce learning and track progress. Teachers can take time to craft thoughtful, specific comments that clearly highlights strengths, pinpoint areas for improvement, and suggest actionable steps. This reduces misunderstandings and helps students know exactly what to work on. With written feedback, students aren't expected to respond immediately. They can absorb the comments, reflect on them, and revise their work thoughtfully. This depends learning and fosters a growth mindset. Over time, students can see patterns in their feedback, helping them understand their learning journey and build skills more effectively. We also have the advantage or advantages when it comes to written feedback. First, permanent record. It creates a lasting document of strengths and areas for improvement that can be referenced repeatedly. Second, thoughtful and clear. It allows the writer to organize their thoughts and convey them in a structured, precise way which minimizes miscommunication. And third, it promotes equity. It helps to ensure that all the students receive a similar depth and quality of feedback, as verbal feedback can vary by circumstance. And always remember that the purpose of written feedback is to provide a detailed, documented record of a student's performance that they can review later. And also, written feedback is best for detailed explanations, summative evaluations, or when a student needs to review suggestions at their own pace. And we also have the oral feedback. Oral feedback allows for immediate clarification, personalization, and timely adjustments during a learning process. When feedback is given verbally, students can ask questions right away, right? This helps clear up misunderstanding on the spot and ensures they grasp the teacher's intent without delay. Oral feedback can be tailored to the student's tone, body language, and specific needs. Teachers can adjust their message based on how the student responds, making the interaction more meaningful and supportive. Because it happens in real time, Oral feedback allows students to make quick changes to their work or approach. This is especially helpful during active learning tasks like group discussion, presentations, or hands-on projects. Just like with written feedback, we also have the advantages when it comes to oral feedback. First, immediate and timely. It delivered in the teachable moment during a task, allowing for immediate action and clarification. Second, interactive and personalized. Can be adapted based on the listener's immediate reactions, fostering a more dynamic exchange. And third, increased clarity. Questions can be asked and answered immediately, reducing the chance of misinterpretation. Best formative assessment. Quick checks for understanding or providing guidance while a student actively working on the task. Oral feedback is best for formative assessment, quick checks for understanding, or providing guidance while a student is actively working on a task. And always remember that the purpose of oral feedback is to offer immediate, personalized guidance and clarification in real time. Always remember that both are effective strategies, but one might be better suited depending on the context, such as providing detailed feedback for later revision, this is the written, versus giving immediate guidance during a task, which is the oral feedback.